Guys, good late today. Some technical issues with our internet. We are located nearby the airport, and our internet's not the best. We're trying to do some upgrade on the internet, and it's kind of playing a trick on us tonight. So sorry for being late. Once again, welcome to UFLY Simulator live stream. My name is Claudio Texeira. My captain here again, Gabriel da Silva, and today he is the PF. So I'm just going to say quickly.
Put my earphones on. How's that? Okay, now you can hear me.
Okay, we're just going to connect to TikTok as well.
1, TikTok is live.
And TikTok, guys, welcome to UFLY Simulator live stream.
How you doing?
Friday evening, November the 17th. Sorry we're late. We're supposed to be early. We were having some technical issues. So let's get going. All right, Captain, today we are flying a beautiful Scoot plane, airline. We are flying from Geneva to Aostavalley in the Alps. And the Geneva code is LSGG, Lima, Sierra, Golf, Golf. And we are going to, the destination is Lima, India, Mike, Whiskey. So we're going to take off on runway 04. We're initially going to climb to 4,000 feet. Then after that, we're going to climb to 15,000 feet. It's a short flight. Beautiful flight though. This is one of the options we offer here at UFLY Simulator to our guests. We call the Platinum Upgrade, which is to start up the engine procedures. We just had a new plane design layout that we add onto the system a little while ago. And today, Captain Da Silva is going to be our pilot flying. So,
sir.
Captain, so let's talk about our flight plan. So, we are now at the gate, waiting for passengers to come in. As you guys can see here in my screen, the doors are still open. Let's talk about the plane itself. So zero fuel weight is 180 tons plus 10, and a ground weight is 189.5. Our reserve is going to be 5 tons, cruise altitude 15,000, and our cost index is going to be 40 degrees. 40%, sorry. So, Captain, what else do you have to talk to me about it?
Just a few things here. We have the kilos, 40. Okay, so what we do is we take the zero fuel weight, and that's included without any fuel. So the pilot, the airplane itself is 134, 800,000 kilos. So
Empty plane.
no, that's with fuel and without fuel and just cargo and plane. Just cargo today is 45,300 kilos.
Okay.
Okay, Claudio, and just for the people to know how heavy this airplane is without fuel and nothing in it, right? Just plane itself. That's all I wanted to mention. Okay. Other than that, 9,300 kilos of fuel. It should be enough for this flight.
Okay.
Very short flight. And that's it for my part here.
All right. And I can just quickly that you guys show here in our CDU or FMS. We already set up the flight plan. Our first waypoint will be Delta 044 Bravo, and that is about 4 nautical miles away from the runway. We're going to climb to 4,000 feet. Runway 040. Our heading will be 043. We're going to have a V speed, a V2 speed at 180. Our second waypoint is called Bivlo. Third one is Suvel, then Valbo, Moblo, Mob 08, FAF 13, FAF 09, FAF, then the runway.
Then the runway.
Okay?
Yep.
Now, this is a very cool flight. We're going to fly over the Alps. Very nice. I hope you guys enjoy the flight tonight. You guys on TikTok as well. And once again, guys, apologies for being late. Nothing else to blame but a technician in the back.
Yeah.
Hey, guys.
So Claudio, this approach here, is it between mountains? I can't remember this approach.
It's in between mountains.
Okay, so
Yeah.
so we got to
That's
watch
the
for
flight
that.
we did the other day. I think you remember.
I don't remember it.
Yeah, I fixed it with Dominic.
Okay.
But we were having some trouble, and then you came up and we did another one, me and you. Remember?
Okay, yeah, I can remember now.
All right. So
All right.
Everything is set to go, guys. As you guys can see, passengers are still coming in. first thing that I am gonna do quickly, which I already did actually, is the walk around, checking the plane, the fuselage, the engines, the tires, the brakes, and the wings,
You're gonna
making sure we're gonna use that to make sure that there's no physical damage. Right now, we already have our APU running, and the doors are still on manual. Now we have a new camera today.
Oh, yeah.
And
Give it
new,
Yes.
what is it called? The name, the thing?
It's a gimbal.
The gimbal.
Gimbal. Okay, I'm learning. I'm
Gimbal.
learning. Gimbal. So we have the gimbal. Oh,
So n-
how high
so
tech.
n-
Look
now
at
it can
that.
r- can
check
rotate,
it out.
right?
Check it out today, guys. So anytime they're talking about a screen or they want to get specific, I can actually rotate the gimbal, and then what I can do is I can give you guys a full-on zoom. So if I zoom into, for example, the door page, so you can see there
That one
is
there.
all the doors.
Cool.
And now we can zoom back out, and we can go back.
And you can see my face now.
And right now, this is thanks to my very good friend and my dear friend, as a matter of fact, Mr. Visa, because we put on the card. Mr. Visa is paying, and he's not paying us for advertising, but we do use Visa. So maybe Visa company wants to, promote
Yeah.
out here.
And for people on TikTok, we are really hoping that we are able to get a stream key so you guys get the full production experience. But until then, you guys are going to have to stay on the camera phone. So
We're working on it. We're working on it, guys. It's just this is all new for us as well, doing all these live streams and doing all these videos. We're learning and we're making some investments to get a high and a better quality cameras and equipment. But a few things, it doesn't depend on us only. But we're working on it. So we're pushing, and eventually we're going to get it. And you guys are going to see a much better quality and a much better live streams. All right, let's get going. Captain, of course, we don't have any passengers on a simulator, right?
No,
But
we
we
have one over there.
Yeah, one. It's not even special,
Oh, okay.
So. But we can simulate something like this.
nobody cares about the technician.
Yeah, nobody
Okay,
does.
so I'm gonna start. So I'm gonna just
So,
put the beacon on. So that'll give all the crew on the ground to get away, close the doors.
and
and
I'm
so
gonna
on.
go back inside. So we already did a few checks. Oh, one more time. I'm just gonna check for my oxygen bottle.
All right.
You're gonna check yours.
Yep.
Good. And then gonna check my fire drill test. APU is good. Left engine, right engine is good.
Yep.
I've got 7 messages there in my center screen. Now
That's
the
all
next
good.
test is I'm gonna check for my LED lights, which I
At-
call this
at the top
Christmas
here?
light. So I'm gonna hold it as Captain Da Silva
And
is
just
gonna
check,
look all the lights on,
see if all the light bulbs are on.
and he's gonna
And
look it over here as well, going
Yep.
around.
Around. It looks good, Claudio.
Okay,
Everything's
that's
good.
excellent,
Everything
Captain.
lights up.
So let's continue. Are you using this one here? You got it?
Yes.
Yeah, leave it here with me, and I'll read
Okay.
out because you're the pilot flying today.
All right.
All right. So, pre-flight inspection is done. Oxygen is done. FMC set. Briefing. You the PF?
The brief.
Okay.
Um,
Briefing.
You want me to do briefing?
You
No.
want me to do it for you?
Yeah, I think,
Okay, I'll do it for you.
Until
No
I get
problem.
until I
All right, Captain Briefing. You're the PF, pilot flying. I'm the PM, pilot monitoring.
PM.
That means I'm going to be on the radio. Now, once we're clear to line up on the runway 04, you're the one flying the plane. You tell me I have control. I'll confirm that with you that you have control. Then you stop using the tiller for turning the nose wheel. Then we plane is line up. You're going to give 40% of power on the throttles to the engines. About 3 or 4 seconds after that, once the engines are stable, you're going to click the toga,
Toga.
which stands for takeoff, go around.
Correct.
And that's going to take the throttles all the way to about 79.9% of this flight only. And it's going to be right there on that green white line.
Not much power today.
Not much power. We light. But anyways, once that happens, we're going to see a message here on the screen saying thrust ref. I will say thrust ref, and you say check. Next one will be speed alive.
Speed
after
alive.
above 30, and then you say check. The
I'll
next
say
one
cross
is
check.
80 knots. I both check. You check mine and yours. 80 knots. I'll say check. You say cross check.
Correct.
Next one is view 1. Our view 1 speed today is 117. Our VR, which is the
One-
rotation speed, is 140. Now,
14,
if
40.
anything happens, Captain, before view 1, okay, That's why you still have your hand on the throttles. You're going to disconnect the throttle, bring to idle, then use the reverse thrust. We stop the plane completely. I will then contact the tower for clarification what's happening. Once that is done by me, we will assess the situation of our flight, what's going on. Then we'll see if we can move the plane outside the runway or not. If we cannot move the plane outside the runway, we then go through the emergency evacuation checklist. Once that is done and safe, we'll send a nice information to the flight attendants, and they will know what to do. Okay?
Yes.
So, and they are trying to remove 300 plus people outside the plane in 90 seconds. And remember, they better do it because we're the last ones to go. We can only go after
Yeah,
them.
that's right.
So
Yeah,
now,
just a-
view 1 comes along, nothing happens, Captain. That means from that moment on, we're committed to fly. You're going to have your right hand on the yoke. And from that moment on, I'm already praying to God, but that's okay. Then you're going to wait for the VR, which is 140. That's when you're going to rotate. So we're going to climb to about 10 to 15 degrees on this flight.
Correct.
We're not climbing too much. We are light. We don't have any noise restriction today. And that's part of the briefing, my captain.
Okay.
So continue on.
So
Parking brake at this moment is
is
off.
off. Yep.
And we have the shock blocks holding the tires. Fuel control switch. Both
Both
cut
off.
off.
Yep.
Perfect.
Sure.
Transponder.
Is on
Standby.
standby. Correct.
Okay. And APU is already running.
It's already running.
So
That's
now
right.
what we're going to do is we're going to wait for the doors to be closed, which they are all closed.
Yep.
And I am on the radio today. So I'm going to request a pushback. And before that, I'm going to just introduce myself. Good evening, Scoot Flight 777 Heavy. It's a nice name. All right, requesting pushback, please. Because I'm Canadian, I'm so polite. I say please.
Break 'em.
Parking brake is set. Scoot,
Scoot.
scoot. Okay, brakes are released. All right, Captain, let's continue our work. Let's put the fuel pumps on. 1, 2. And before we forget, and I did, seatbelt signs on. It's on already. Good. You remember. Good, Captain. Right pumps on. 1, 2. Center pumps
And
on.
we have
1,
yeah,
2.
You have any? Yep, we do.
Okay.
This
And
one,
they start up. Thank you. So wait for me to say, Captain. Anti-ice. Auto, auto, auto. Okay. Now hydraulic pumps. Left engine on. Left, right engine on. And the electrics on and on. Then you go for the C1, C2. And then the valve C on auto. Perfect. And one more thing we need to do, my captain. We need to lock the door behind us. All right. Nothing yet, Captain. Nothing yet.
Why not?
Nothing yet. It's two people down below. It's a strong light.
I like to blind them.
No, don't blind the guys. Poor guys. Let them be. All right. So let's be serious, Captain. Let's start the engines. You don't like to see in yours?
We're clear for the start.
Yeah, we are. All right. So
We
start.
start on.
I'll do it for you.
Yeah, let's do it for
Okay.
me. Okay.
Hold on.
Parking brake. Set.
Parking brake is set. Let's go ahead and line up.
Okay, so when system is blue, please wait for my hand signal on your left-hand side.
Ciao. Arrivederci. Sayonara. Adios. Au revoir. Auf Wiedersehen. Okay, Captain. I'll start right, engine. And now you guys can see here on my screen that N2, which is the inside fan, is starting to rotate. Then we go to the outside fan, which is called N1. Then we go back here to the oil pressure
We have yellow.
to be rising.
Something is not right.
Okay. So 8, let's put the fuel flow pump on,
No, sir.
valve on. Now we wait until the fuel flow goes inside the chamber.
Okay, so it cleared up.
Yeah.
So, but we did have a yellow today.
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay.
All right.
It
So
cleared up. It's good.
now engine, right engine, it's rotating. All we gotta do is watch the EDT, the exhaust gas temperature, not to go over the red line. And we're now clear to start the left engine. Click to start. Same process. We look at it here, N2. Then we look at
N1.
N1. I'm just enjoying lately, Gabriel. I never used this before as much. I'm just enjoying to show the clients better on the view. So I just
Sure.
click it here. It's
No
optional.
problem. And we got a yellow again.
Yeah.
So we have to check that. We're gonna check that after.
Okay.
It
So
could be in the
let's put the fuel
program.
flow pump on.
Yep. Fuel on.
Here we go.
It did clear up though, so that's good.
It was the same thing on the right engine as well.
That's
so
right.
engine is already stabilized. We're looking here for the EGT 450 centigrades, which is good. Left engine is also going rising, which is okay. Now all we gotta do is just watch this here. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just change for the flight controls on both screens. And our Captain De Silva is gonna
Yep.
check the
We're
control.
gonna check the ailerons first. I usually do the ailerons.
Ailerons right. Perfect.
Okay. Left aileron.
Excellent.
Good. And then rudder. Elevator down.
Elevator down.
Neutral. Elevator up.
You got it.
And neutral.
Okay.
And then
rudder,
the rudder, since we're here.
right and left.
And left. All the way. Perfect. All good.
All right. Okay, guys, we're good to clear to taxi the plane. So
Okay, so
before we continue, let me
we
just
need-
quickly look at here. After start checklist, engines anti-ice. It's on auto.
Auto.
Recalls. We have
Any
one recall.
recalls? One recall is that the TCATs. We can put it on right now if you
Yeah.
want.
On
Okay.
auto.
And then we'll press the button one more time.
That's it. And then we can cancel the
cancel
caution
the
light.
Caution light.
All right. Auto
Okay.
brakes to RTO set.
Set.
The takeoff flap setting is to 5. And final load sheet received.
We have received.
Flight deck door is locked. Okay, Captain, we're
and
now
do we
clear.
have clearance for taxi?
Yes, we do.
Do you know what taxis we go?
We're gonna go taxi Alpha all the way to the end,
To the end?
to
Okay.
the runway 04. Now, before we go, clear on the right.
Clear on the left. I
Okay.
remember this time.
Right on, right on, right
there
on.
you go. Okay then. Parking brake off. And we'll put a little bit of thrust here. Let it roll.
Let it roll.
And
Let
I am
it roll.
And at this point here, I am using the tiller that allows us to turn the front wheel up to 80 degrees. The pedals are usually more for the runway. It's only up to 30 degrees. Okay, so give you an idea with that one. So, and you see I'm not moving the yoke at all because it does not do nothing on the ground right now.
So is this camera here working, Ryan?
Which one?
This one here in the back. Well, I gotta working on that, huh? To make that camera work because it could show the tiller. All right, Captain, we are number 3 for the takeoff. I see one plane taking off already, and that's number 2, which is the plane. Don't get me wrong. And then we are number 3. Ha ha ha! Funny, Claudio. Ha ha! You didn't laugh at all.
At this point here, we watch our ground speed. Cannot extend 30 knots.
Good. $10,000 fine for the captain. Now we can turn the tax lights on, my captain.
All right.
Daytime. Good. So before takeoff checklist, my captain, flaps.
5 and
Set
green.
in green. Transponder on
On
auto TARA set.
set.
Flight controls check. And alert the crew.
Okay.
Cabin crew, take your seats for takeoff.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I ask that you direct your attention to the forward part of each cabin, to the TV monitors.
Now I'm gonna change for the flight flight plan.
Please ensure your seatbelts are securely fastened. Your seats are in the upright position, and the tray tables in front of you secured, ready for takeoff.
All right. We're all left. Ha ha ha. Okay.
So guys, for today, if you want to show anything on the screens, especially on Claudio's side, you have a nice big view because the camera's a little bit to the left.
Okay.
If you want to show anything, just give me a heads up and say, let's get a close-up so I
Okay.
can get the camera ready for that
All right.
angle, okay?
So I keep pointing, but I'll say close
You'll-
up.
Yeah, just give me a heads up.
Okay. You fly 777 heavy. I mean Scoot 777. I'm so used to you fly. Scoot 777 heavy. You guys are clear to line up on runway 04 and for immediate takeoff. All right. All right. Runway 04. Immediate takeoff. You fly Scoot 777 heavy.
Okay. So
Maintain
we're
runway heading. Climb to 4,000 feet.
okay. We're clear. And I'll line up and take off.
Approaching 05.
Now this point here that we would normally hold, we have a clearance for takeoff, so I'm going to continue.
Yeah. From this moment, strobe lights on, taxi lights off, runway lights on, and landing lights on. Okay. Captain Da Silva is going to overshoot the center line because this is a huge plane and the nose wheel is about 10 feet behind us. So he's just going to line up the center line, and the center line is going to be right here just beside the camera.
On runway
Hi, camera.
05.
All right, Captain, we are clear to take off. You have control.
I have control.
I'm going to turn some lights off to make it a little darker. I like it.
And here we go.
Okay, thrust ref. Now close up here, Ryan. If you can, thrust ref. Speed of life.
Check.
Next one it will be 80 knots.
80 knots.
Check.
Cross
Cross
check.
check. And
Yep.
now the next one's coming, view 1. That's decision speed. Okay,
V1.
from this moment, Captain Da Silva is committed to fly. VR coming up.
And rotate.
Here we go.
There we go.
Positive rotate.
Or gear up.
Gear up, my captain.
V2.
Little wobbly there. Haha.
All right, you flight 777 have out. That's a beautiful lake. Let me try to find out the lake's name. It's in Geneva. Is that called Lake Geneva? I don't know. Does anybody know? I see Geneva here on the right. What's the lake's name? Anybody knows? Oh, I got it. It's Lake Le Mans. Lake Le Mans. That's good, Captain. We are climbing to 4,000.
So something cool that I'll show you guys on the overhead view is you can see the throttle levers moving on its own. So what is controlling that, guys?
Oh, that's these servo motors right now in here.
The auto throttle.
The auto throttle.
Yep.
Yeah.
So the auto throttle is moving
It's powered.
Yep.
Okay. Captain Da Silva, we are now clear to
7,000. I see 7,000.
to 7,000 feet.
Put me direct to Selville.
It's not allow me to.
No?
Okay. Now let me correct this. Fly the plane, Captain.
Yep. I'm fine. I'm fine.
And call flaps.
Flaps 1.
Flaps 1. Okay. So let me work on this here, okay?
Yep.
We got a little situation here in our CDU. Okay, corrected. That's it. All right. After takeoff checklist, Captain.
All right. So I'm going to put it on autopilot.
And we clear
And
to
we're
increase our
reaching,
speed 220.
And we're reaching 7,000.
Call flaps up.
Flaps up.
Flaps up. All right. We are now clear to climb to 15,000.
And I'll put the speed up 230. 230.
All right.
Now,
After takeoff checklist,
okay,
Captain.
Yes, please.
Flaps up.
Flaps. Yep. Check.
Gear up.
Gear up
Lights off
or off.
as required, and CDU off. IPU off. CDU.
APU off.
APU off. and auto brakes to off position after takeoff checklist is complete.
Thank you.
All right, guys, let me know when you're ready for questions.
We
when we're
are
stable.
more than ready. We were born ready. We are ready as we
so
could be.
let's just give some shout outs to people on the stream on YouTube and TikTok. So let's say hello to James.
Hey, James.
James,
Hi,
how are you
James.
doing?
Right here.
We have a comment from Oreste Toko saying great feed, love watching these champs fly.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And he just said love seeing true passionate people. There you go. Thank you, Oreste. Appreciate
Yes,
it.
we are. Thank you.
Once again for TikTok, if you guys want to just explain that we are in a simulator, as usual, we have the usual comments of whether this is real or fake. It's real, but it's not real in the way that you guys think. So, Claudio or Gabriel, what are we inside?
We are inside a 777 Flight Simulator 200 LR.
All right, there you go for TikTok. Let's see here. We have another comment from, I believe, it's a pilot. Let's see here. He said he used to. So Teddy from TikTok says he used to fly P8s in the Navy, and this looks a lot like their torsional sims.
Say it again.
So he used to fly P8s in the Navy, and he said they used to fly in simulators similar to this one in their training.
Oh, really?
Cool.
There you could maybe a 757 or
It could be a 707.
707 could be
Yeah.
that time. Yeah.
What aircraft was it?
P8s.
P8.
P8s. So I'm assuming it's some sort of, military aircraft.
Okay.
That
You know what? Let me search it up right
yeah,
now.
search it up because
Let's see.
P8 is a military, but before it became military, it had to be done at the factory, right? So what's the actual airplane?
Boeing P8 Poseidon.
Oh, okay. Oh, interesting.
It's
Interesting.
an
And it had-
American maritime patrol and reconnaissance aircraft.
Oh, and it had a flight deck like this, similar to this,
Well,
eh?
it's Boeing, so I'm assuming it's
Yeah,
much
w-
older, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
similar.
Okay, we are
similar
1,000
aspects.
to go to 15,000.
We have user 966 saying good job, Captain. There you go, Gabriel.
Thank you.
Captain. Okay, sorry. Sorry.
Well, you're the
Not
captain.
you, Claudio, not you.
But Claudia's officially the captain. I'm just
no,
sitting.
I think you meant the person flying. So.
Oh,
I think
okay,
he meant
okay.
a person fly. That's okay. I can take it. I'll live.
Yes,
I'll live.
Reginald, this is a simulator indeed. Caitlin says, "Wow, this is crazy."
Come on in and join us.
Look at the Alps. Let me show the outside view just quickly, guys. Okay. That's a Scoot livery today. Look at that.
Yeah, I'd like to mention.
Now look at this. Look at this. Look at the Alps, Gabriel. Beautiful.
Nice. No, I like to mention to the public here that we are flying at 15,000, pretty low, but the flight is so short that we took off from a short airport close by, so we don't want to climb too much. Then we have to come back down. So we're kind of skimming the mountains right now.
Right.
Okay.
We have Oreste asking, have you guys ever performed a back course localizer approach?
Yeah, we have.
Yeah, I think we have in this.
Yeah, we have. We don't do that too many.
Yeah, we don't do too many back course approaches.
No.
Obviously, we're doing a lot of ILS approaches
At this airport, there is a procedure
for the back course.
Back
Yep.
course, yeah. We
So,
try to do it the first shot.
For
though.
people watching, I actually had to ask how to spell to the airport that we're going to. So, Claudio, what is the name of where we took off from, and
well-
where are we going?
We took off from Geneva, and we're going to Aostavalley on the Alps.
And what are the airport codes for both those airports?
Oh, yeah.
the
so just
code?
take a look in the FMC.
Yep, we can do that.
So the
I
code.
have it written down, so but
Okay.
we have it here.
So we took off from Lima, Sierra, Golf, that's Geneva, and we go into Aostavalley, which is Lima, India, Mike Whiskey. But I did mention when we started streaming, maybe somebody just joined now. But anyways, we recap. Oh, look at that. That's beautiful.
What a view,
So
right?
the recap.
What a view.
So you're
One
gonna
of the perks of being a pilot. Beautiful view.
Are you sure 15,000 feet is good enough for this one?
Yeah,
Okay. They look pretty low.
I
We
know.
look pretty low.
And that's why we're going to go around the mountain. Yeah.
We have
I just wanna
Ben009 from YouTube asking, hey guys, where is this cockpit simulator located?
We are located in Mississauga, Ontario, in Canada.
So you guys can check us out at UFLYSimulator.com, and it'll give you all
That's
the...
CA.
Yep,
That's CA.
UFLYSimulator.ca. and it'll give you all the information, what you need to do to book a session with us, our phone number, address, everything like that. So go ahead and visit our website.
I think we better put terrain on, don't we?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
So we have an option here.
So here,
and
let me get a close up of that for you guys. So let
So-
me just zoom in very quickly. Let's give it a pen.
So
And-
TERR, terrain. It'll give us a terrain that tells us where the high mountains are.
Look at this. This is
So-
exactly how I did with Dominic.
So we are turning to the right and then to the left
Just
to
go around.
avoid that red spot there, which is a very high mountain on our left here.
So if you want to give it a little click there, Gabriel, to zoom in just a little bit.
Oh
on
yeah.
Look at that. There's
There you
the
go.
red click there. If you want to point it out again, Gabriel, that red area.
Yeah, sure. See,
Check
so
that out.
so we're trying to avoid this area here. We can't go straight in. So we made a right turn
Flaps one.
and then a left turn to avoid this mountain here, which is on this side here. If you look outside here, you'll see this
So
big
I'll
mountain
go
here.
outside real quick for us, but look at that. We're very close to the mountain there,
very
guys.
very close.
And now if I go back to Gabriel's flight display there, you can see his nav display actually. There it is on his display. Okay, so we're just going to zoom back out here and give you guys the
So-
default view.
So at this moment, Claudio kind of went to the right a little bit more. So I guess he got scared of the mountain. But
Look at that.
anyway,
Beautiful.
for you guys to know more or less what
Well,
we're doing here.
777 can actually fly here. Okay.
It's usually for smaller airplanes in this areas.
for sure, maybe a Dash 8, like a Q400,
Airbus.
A319s.
No. Airbus A220.
A220s. I
Eight-
think Dash 8s fly here too.
Dash 8s too. Yes. Oh yeah, they
100%.
do.
That's what they're made for.
But I'm talking about the little larger, and I think 737s might fly here. But I'm not certain because 737s
Well,
have
it depends on the length of the runway.
no. 737s have a and I learned this not too long ago, and from the Sims is because they have a hard time high altitude airports. Believe it or not.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And that's our volley right here.
In there.
Yeah, that's where we're going.
I don't remember. I only did it once with you, right? So
So while the pilots have fun, I'm actually having some fun today checking out our new gear. Isn't that amazing, guys? I get to pan and zoom for you guys, and then I click one button and it goes right back to the default spot. And man, this camera looks good.
It's very
it's
good.
crispy.
Now look at this. We're now descending to 6,000 feet. We're going to slow down a little bit more, Captain, to 160.
yeah, 160.
That's
what
what
I
we're
was
told
gonna
to do
suggest.
so.
60.
Good.
And we're gonna put flaps 15.
Yeah, and we're going to use a little bit of the speed brake, Captain.
And speed brake coming.
It's a tricky flight for the 777. All right, we're now doing the descent. Seatbelt signs are on. Altimeters are set to 2992, 2992,
And check on
2992.
this side. Yep.
Auto brakes. We're gonna put auto brakes to 4. Actually, we're gonna go to max. It's a shorter runway. Minimums. We're gonna say minimums at 300, Captain.
Okay. Minimums.
300. And arrival briefing. So, in case of misapproach, we climb to 3,000 feet.
God help us.
God help us.
But
You're
this
right.
approach. Okay, go on. Sorry.
Climb to 3,000 feet, and we contact the tower for instructions.
We use 30 flaps, correct?
30 flaps. You can set the VRAP speed, which will be 131.
Okay. And we can get flaps 20.
Flaps 20.
Okay. And it's still a little bit. That's to slow down a little bit more. We can put the landing gear down a little, help us slow down. please.
Landing gear down.
That'll help us slow down a little bit.
Okay. Landing lights on. Runway lights on.
So that's funny. Oreste is actually saying, quick note, did you know that the 777 main gear rear set turns as well? We actually were just talking about that
Yes, we were.
before we started our flight today.
Yes, yes.
And James and Oreste, to answer your guys' question, to book a
5:25?
session with us, just go to UFLYSimulator.ca, or you can even get the phone number from the website and also give us a call, and our receptionist will definitely help you book a session. We'd love to have you guys both. So if you're going to be in Hamilton next month, make sure to come and give it a try if you're in the area. So this is a pretty short flight, guys. So we've only been flying for about 30 minutes, and we're already descending for our approach here. And that's because the total flight time was just about 40 minutes.
You want me to take over?
Anytime. Sure.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to take over.
Gonna go right a little bit, Captain. Flaps 30. And now we slow us down to our final speed. We are good. Continue descent to 3,000. And Captain, look at the road. So what I'm gonna do is,
That's a
just
difficult
because
road.
I'm a nice guy,
That's a difficult
I'm not
road.
gonna make it hard on you, Captain. I'm gonna clear the weather.
Oh, thank you.
There you go.
I was just
we
going to say.
can only do that in a simulator.
Thank
All
you.
right, we are
I
good.
appreciate that.
And speed brake is set.
Yeah.
Auto brakes to max. Gear down in green. Flaps 30 in green. Minimums are set. And we are on the visual for the runway. Good. Continue descent to 3,000, Captain. That's the airport right there. So what we're doing, guys, is we cannot fly a 777 here. So we're flying right in between the valley and watching the wingtips. But look at the mountains. Beautiful, huh?
So Gabriel, have you ever done this approach?
Yeah, once with Claudio.
Once with
But
Claudio.
it was really, like, we were setting it up, so it
Yeah.
wasn't really a flight, like
More of a test.
more of a testing. Yeah.
So Oreste says, look at the red paint. So I'm assuming he means the mountains on the nav display.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's all up
Yeah,
there.
that's all up here. That's
So
exactly.
we have a hello from Haru on TikTok. He says, warm hello from an air traffic controller.
Oh,
Hello. How
are
are
you?
you?
thank you for joining us.
Thank
We
you.
have R saying, all these buttons scare me.
Yeah. No, you just get used to it. All right, Captain. I'm gonna remove my terrain because we can see visual. Okay.
Yep.
Uh,
Keep my terrain on though.
you okay, babe?
We
You
have
do-
Makir, Kana asking to disengage autopilot. So Gabriel, who's on the left side, actually will disengage the
I
autopilot very
already,
soon.
I already did.
He
Oh,
already
so he's
did.
already manual
Yeah.
flying. There
Man,
you
And
go.
fine.
when he did that, he told me I have control, and I did confirm with him. You have control.
Very good.
So we are about 7 nautical miles away from the airport. Okay, and you can see here, Gabriel, this green dotted line. That's the runway trajectory line for you. And I know the area already. That's the runway, right there. Keep descending, Captain. 3,000.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Keep descending, Captain. 3,000.
Hang on, Claudio.
Yeah, descend. You won't make it.
It will. It will. It'll make it. So the runway's all the way over there.
Yeah. But this
Three-
waypoint of ours is supposed to be 3,000. There you go.
It scares me.
I know. Go around a little bit. You can go sideways. That's the runway right there.
Yeah, we're
Now, it's a shorter runway.
Oh boy.
And besides this, I don't know why, but one of my bucket list goals, if I win the lottery, I'm going to fly here. And they put a tree right at the beginning of the runway.
Oh, thank you for
I would
telling
go,
me that.
I would go there and trim the tree.
Oh man, that's Microsoft for
Oh
you.
boy, I don't know why they do that, but that's not Microsoft they're using it. Still. Look at how tiny the runway looks
So
like, guys.
Tahir on TikTok says this looks like Skardu Airport. So this is what airport, Claudio?
Aostavalley
Aostavalley.
in Italy. Ma che? Buongiorno, buongiorno, ma che, pastor? Vamos comer la pasta. That's pretty much my Italian.
So Oreste says, love these guys. The world needs more of them.
Thank you.
She's
Thank
giving
you.
me, she's giving me caution, short runway.
Yeah,
Thank you
we all
very
know
much.
that.
Yeah,
Watch the tree, Captain.
I'm watching the tree.
GN, we did not switch. We're still on P3D, my friend.
Yeah, we are.
Oreste says Forza Italia.
Forza Italia. Minimums runway sight.
Landing.
Stable, continue. You got it. Watch the house. See? Look at the house.
A big house right there. Wow.
3,000 remaining. 2,000 remaining.
He's on the brake, Captain. He's on the brake. We're not going to make it. Okay.
I don't know. I don't know,
Holy
Claudio.
shit.
500 remaining.
Oh
We're
my
not
God.
We're not making it.
Okay, we're going to ring the doorbell. Ding dong.
We got it.
Guys, this is really
man.
tough. This is really tough.
Yep.
Anyways, we're going to park the plane here right beside the tree. Our passengers are going to come up there.
Take a look at that view.
Yeah.
We're making a lot of noise right now, huh? Oh man.
Yeah.
Will it go backwards? No.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I can do a little trick here.
There's no way we're going
I
back
can
there.
do a little trick. Look at that.
Oh yeah. There we go.
I apologize for that.
Beep, beep.
It's all right. It was Gabriel's first time doing the approach, and
Yeah.
it's a very difficult approach. So
Runway,
it's a good
pretty
thing
short.
we're in a simulator. There you go. And that's what this is for, right? So you practice and you
You
get better.
practice and you get better.
Yeah, we just have
So
to.
that's the little terminal right
we'll
there,
have to
Gabriel.
slow down a little bit more.
Okay, we're gonna go that way there on the little terminal. Okay.
Okay.
Look at the houses. Nice houses.
Now, don't remember this airport.
Oh, okay.
This airport, it was in design for 777s.
Oh,
Okay.
definitely
Yeah,
not.
definitely not.
Definitely not.
No.
All right. So, flaps up. Auto brakes off position. Spoilers are down. Landing
Yeah,
lights
I
off.
would
We're gonna
look-
go that way there. And strobe lights off. Taxi lights on. It's daytime. We don't want to blind the guys. Go right here.
Right there, that's the terminal.
Yeah, it's the terminal. Now it's the terminal. I just declare you are the terminal.
So I'm not too far
Hey,
away. That's
Captain.
good. You sure?
We're sure now.
Yeah, we sure now. We go here. That's the terminal.
Oh my
It's a small
Lord.
plane, small airport. Guys, this is what we have in this
Hilarious.
scenario. It looks nice though, the house on the hills. Look at that. This must be beautiful to be here in the winter time with all the snow. Look at all that little houses on the hill. Apartment. This is good.
Okay,
so
we'll stop here.
we're gonna turn the APU, Captain. Start the APU.
Starting APU.
Okay. So now I go back here to the start. We can see here that the APU.
Is not started yet.
Yeah.
I gotta fix this button. Oh, there it goes.
There we go. He's warming it up.
Yeah, I'm working on this button.
Yeah.
I have, yeah. Gotta get a tap
So
for
parking brake, Captain.
it. Yeah, I know.
Parking brake set. So the APU is warming it up. Oil pressure is rising. Okay. As soon as it does, we'll see a message here. APU running.
It's that.
Easy, Captain. You cannot put the seatbelt signs with the engines on.
Yes,
off.
you can.
No, we
I'm
cannot.
the captain. I can do anything I want.
That's true. But you shouldn't. Wait, Captain. Wait for me to read the checklist, Captain. What's the hurry? I know
All right.
You're
so
hungry.
so
You're hungry.
No, I'm not
You
hungry. No. Okay. So another thing is, and we don't really do that here, or we do one or the other. What I'm trying to say is, in real pilots that I talk to, they'll do a memory check first, which they come here and they go all through it. They do a memory, and then they confirm with a checklist. It takes a little bit more time, so sometimes we'll skip one or the other, kind of deal. But that's why Claudia said you got to wait. I'm used to go memory first, and then do the checklist and make sure everything that I didn't forget. If I didn't forget anything.
Yes,
sense.
but the caveat with memory is you still need to do things in order. So if you do, that's the thing with memory is if you mess up the order, then you're messing up.
No, just go from one side. Just go like that, and then we'll do the check.
All right. Let's do this. Okay. APU is running. Okay.
Mhm.
Now anti-ice is off. 1, 2, 3.
And the ice off first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right here.
All right. We do
All
that.
the exterior lights are off.
Yep.
Radar is off on standby. Auto brakes to off position. right here.
It's done.
Speed brakes are down.
Done.
Flaps are up. And
Done.
transponder is off as well. Now, we can now shut down the engines. So we have the APU running. Shut down left engine, please. And shut down right engine. Now, if the engine shut down, we can turn the seatbelt signs off. And no smoking sign. It's,
Stays on.
stays on. Okay. Now, this is how good. Hydraulic systems. We're gonna turn the hydraulic systems off.
So we can turn just off, 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 and then this one and this one. And you like to turn off these two, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Now, flight controls and the auto throttle arm flight director. We're gonna shut it down. Turn it off for the next pilot.
Okay.
Fuel pumps off. 1, 2.
One beacon off, and that one stays on. That one off, 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 and these are off.
Yes. Good.
Okay.
And now we are good. At this moment, the ground crew, if we have any, I see the building, they would be putting the shocks into the tires, the shock blocks, so we can release the parking brake.
The chocks.
Yeah, the chucks. chucks.
I call them speed brakes.
All right, so parking brake is down. And going back to the doors, we can see some of the doors are now being opened for the passengers to leave.
So let me zoom
Captain,
in.
once again, a pleasure flying with you. And guys, sorry for being late today on
That's
our
all right.
live
We
stream.
made it up by having a shorter flight.
Yes.
So you guys don't stay until very late. We have a very busy and full day tomorrow here. Amen to that. No complaints. So another live stream next Friday,
Yes.
8 o'clock Eastern time. Depending on the IT guy, if he comes on time. Oh, he did today.
I came
did.
early.
Yeah, I know.
Somebody held me up in the office.
I know. But anyways, guys, thank you very much for watching us. Been a pleasure doing this video for you guys. I hope you guys are enjoying our videos. We love aviation. We are aviation fictionators, just passionate about it. And we hope you guys are enjoying the videos. We'll see you guys next time. Thank you. God bless you and have a nice weekend.
All right, so we'll give some shout outs
I'll
to some
see ya.
people. Batuhan, actually, one of our instructors here came in. James.
Hi, Batuhan.
We had Ben009. We had
Hi,
Areste. Arestes actually asked a question. I did answer him in the chat. He was asking if he can have a custom flight plan and do a flight here with us.
Yes, he
So
can.
that's something you got to let the receptionist know ahead of time so they can inform the pilots. And you can, of course, if you print it out or if you have it on your tablet, we can program everything into our FMCs, no problem.
Yeah.
Just keep in mind that that takes a little longer than already
Yeah,
pre-done.
so you'll probably want to do the platinum package if you want to do that, just so you can go straight from the gate and be able to set everything up from
And-
start to finish.
And depending where you want to go, you might want to have 2 hours or maybe 3 hours because it takes time to set up the flight, the FMS. So we flushed the whole system, and you gotta go from scratch. So when we started doing live stream today, the FMS or the flight plan was already set. So we just talked about it. On that case, we have to do the whole thing.
Yeah, we can actually do maybe on next week's flight. Maybe we can actually get a close-up of the FMC programming if you guys are.
If we can
willing to do
show
that.
it. Yeah, we
Yeah.
can show it.
So we can do that. So thanks
Yep.
to everybody on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and TikTok.
Thank you.
We have a
Thank
request
you.
to fly to New York. We actually do flights to New York pretty often, so we'll see where we're gonna be. We're gonna keep it a surprise. We change up the location every week, so
Yes.
it'll be a
And
surprise.
by the way, I forgot to tell you guys something. Ryan, can you pick up that for me, please? I forgot to mention about that.
That's perfect.
Yeah, if you can put that on the camera,
So
whatever
you
camera
hold
is
it up.
better for you.
Hold it up.
Guys, this is a little it's a little thing that we're doing for this year is adopt a family for Christmas. It's with Heaven, the church at Queensway here in Toronto. There's a direct link to the church. If you guys can donate, maybe $20, maybe $50, whatever you can. Has nothing to do, nothing coming to us. It's just family in need for the Christmas. The church is going to buy them a basket of food, maybe blankets they need for the cold. So this is a very first time we're doing this. We've done a few other programs with the Heaven at Queensway. If you guys want to check it out, you can look at it here. You can go to our website. It is a second banner there. It goes direct to their page. If you guys can please give a donation. Don't give it to us, give it to them. Those are people in need. Really appreciate that. Thank you.
All right.
You got that? Yep.
Okay, guys, we're going to end it off here. Thank you so much, and we'll catch you guys next week again at hopefully right on time at 8 p.m. Eastern. Okay?
Amen to that.
Take